Up next on CBS 12 News on the CW34, a slap on the wrist. An outraged father speaking only to CBS 12 after a local deputy was cited in a violent crash that left his daughter learning to live again. Sworn to protect and serve, and surprise how one area police department made one family's Christmas magical. And a live look tonight at Storm Track Radar. Look at that, a big change in the air that you need to know about.
This is CBS 12 News at 10 on the CW34.
Good evening. Only on CBS 12 News tonight. She spent weeks in rehab, months in a hospital bed, and now in rehab again, learning how to walk and talk. And tonight, the man behind her tragic injury is getting a slap on the wrist. It is the outcome her father never wanted to hear. Those citations issued to a man who ran a stop sign and severely injured his 19-year-old daughter. The man at the time of the crash, an off-duty Palm Beach County deputy. CBS 12's Al Pefley spoke with the father exclusively. Al's live tonight from Delray Beach. Al?
Paul, the crash happened right here at this intersection in Delray Beach back in July, and these are copies of the traffic tickets that were given to the deputy by Delray Beach Police. The victim's father is disappointed.
This is a slap on the wrist.
Ira Fox is not happy that an off-duty sheriff's deputy got only 2 traffic tickets in a crash that left his daughter Farah seriously injured and in a coma for weeks.
I guess there's a part of me that's disappointed because he almost killed my daughter.
PBSO deputy Michael Diavanzo, who was off-duty at the time, has been ticketed for speeding and running a stop sign. Police say he was doing 53 in an area where the speed limit is 25. Last July, his pickup slammed into an SUV, injuring the driver and seriously injuring the passenger, 19-year-old Farah Fox. Her life forever changed. She suffered a traumatic brain injury. At the time of the crash, she was preparing to go back to the University of Central Florida, where she was studying aeronautical engineering.
My daughter is fighting every day to get better.
Farah is now in a rehab center in Central Florida, relearning how to do things such as walk, talk, and feed herself. Her dad says her memory is still sharp.
They told us if she makes 100% recovery, it'll be nothing short of a miracle. Well, I've got thousands of people praying for her every day that she makes that miracle.
Ira feels the deputy should have been charged with a felony of reckless driving causing serious bodily injury, but the state attorney's office said there was insufficient evidence.
We're disappointed in the state's attorney's decisions not to charge him with something.
What would Ira say to the deputy if he's watching?
I don't understand why you were going so fast. Whatever he's done, it's something he has to live with in his head for the rest of his life, what he's done to our daughter.
Diavanzo did not return a call seeking comment. He's due in court next week on these traffic tickets. He's facing fines of about $450. He was not punished by PBSO. Live in Delray Beach, Al Pefley, CBS 12 News on the CW34.
Al, thank you. Mercury rising, but not for long as we take a live look right now at downtown West Palm Beach. Chief Meteorologist Erin Christensen live in studio tonight with the changes expected on the way. Hey, Erin.
Hi, Paul. That's right. We had some temperatures today in the 80s and near 90 for one South Florida city. Check out these highs: 81 Vero Beach, 81 West Palm Beach, 83 Orlando, 81 in Gainesville. Our next weather maker, though, is a cold front, and it is going to bring us a few changes. This front starts to push a little bit of rain across northern central Florida here by Friday evening. We see it finally swinging through Saturday morning, but the rain fizzling out for South Florida. Instead, we are going to feel the impacts of that cooler air. Here's a closer look at our area, what we're expecting and when. Friday evening, 6 o'clock, a few spotty showers here from Stewart through Hobe Sound, then over Lake Okeechobee early Saturday. Saturday morning, starting to fizzle out as we watch that line of clouds moving through. This cool down will also be short-lived. I'll explain why coming up.
Erin, thank you. We turn now to a breaking news update tonight. The search for 2 people who disappeared after a boat capsized east of the Jupiter Inlet has now been called off. The Coast Guard suspending their search for a suspected migrant smuggler and a 9-year-old Haitian child tonight. The 2 on a boat with 9 others during an apparent smuggling venture from Freeport, Bahamas to Miami on Sunday. Only on CBS 12 News tonight, he doesn't have much to give, but he's doing all he can to bring some joy to a Lantana family dealing with an unimaginable loss.
Since my wife died 7 years ago of cancer, in her honor, I try to help 3 families a year here locally that are going through some difficult things.
That's Pierre Zernowski telling us he had tears in his eyes as he watched our story yesterday about a mother who lost her 1-year-old son in a hit and run on New Year's Eve. Now, Pierre has cancer, diabetes, and kidney disease, but listen to this, none of that stopped him from lending a hand to the family. It's an amazing, heartwarming story. Pierre giving them $1,000 to help with their boy's funeral expenses. If you'd like to help the family, we posted a link to a GoFundMe page on our website, CBS12.com. A small victory for parents in Parkland just days after spending the first holiday without their children by their side.
I don't have any more holidays in my life. That was taken from me February 14th. Every day's the same dull day for me, you know, with the pain of not having my daughter around.
The commission that investigated the Parkland massacre detailed a long list of recommendations to improve school safety in their final report. It includes arming teachers, adding bulletproof glass, and creating designated safe spaces in every room. A man working to make an honest living left dead in his car, a bullet in his head. Tonight, the recent murder of a real estate broker in Philadelphia is sparking new concerns over safety, as his killer is still on the loose. And tonight, safety is the priority. A local sheriff's office calling on all real estate professionals in our area to use a service put together to protect them. CBS 12's Lily Ortiz live in Stewart tonight with more on this safety initiative and how it works. Lily?
Well, Paul, now that the holidays are over, the Martin County Sheriff's Office says they expect the real estate market to pick up now. And so their program, it's called the Realtor Safety Program. It's supposed to give real estate professionals a sense of security during a showing or open house. Jennifer Sampson has been a realtor for 2 years.
I love it that it's a relationship business. While you're dealing with the public, there's always an element of concern for safety. I really like the plan.
This mother and Stewart resident has seen firsthand the risks that come with the job after a recent open house. She says a man would not leave and says he seemed suspicious, which made her feel nervous.
Just didn't feel good. And thankfully, I had my daughter and her boyfriend that were there with me, but they had just stepped out and were on their way back in, and the guy left. So he could have been absolutely legitimate, but at the same time, there was a little bit of an element of concern.
She plans to use Martin County Sheriff William Snyder's new safety initiative called Realtor Standby Program.
We implemented this program about 3 years ago because we had an incident here in Martin County with an attempted carjacking of a realtor.
So far, only 6 realtors have used it since the launch, 3 in 2018. The Sheriff's Office wants all real estate advisors to not hesitate to call the non-emergency number that was specifically made to protect them and to protect their clients.
It is not an inconvenience. It's a service to this community, and we encourage everyone to use it.
I have it stored in my phone. I'm not afraid to use it. I know that they're welcoming and friendly.
And again, the Martin County Sheriff's Office wants you to call that non-emergency number. If you want a deputy on standby, that number you see right there on your screen is 772-220-7170. We're live tonight in Stewart. I'm Lily Ortiz, CBS 12 News on the CW 34.
Lily, thank you. Someone messed with the wrong sheriff's office. Take a look at this. The Martin County Sheriff's Office says a 20-year-old man posted this video on his Instagram page showing him walking on top of a parked cruiser at the Treasure Coast Mall last month, denting it and then causing $2,000 worth of damage. The sheriff's office posting this video just minutes ago showing them arrest that alleged vandal. Deputies say Ryan Supp of Jensen Beach now facing 1 charge of felony criminal mischief. New tonight, still spreading holiday cheer to those who need it most. Tonight, heroes from the Boynton Beach Police Department are helping our neighbors, bringing them gifts and some priceless joy. Those 3 officers found a family and did everything they could to make sure they had a holiday they'd never forget. CBS 12's Vincent Crivelli live from the Boynton Beach Police Department tonight. And Vince, it really is a heartwarming gesture.
Good evening, Paul. This all started as a welfare check. Some Boynton Beach police officers saw some kids that could use some extra presents, so they dipped into their own pockets. This monster truck may be stuck in the dirt, but this little Spider-Man is having the time of his life.
Is that what you're going to do when you drive?
Apollonia Stackpool smiles as she watches over her 2 grandkids Playing with toys, Boynton Beach police officers bought them for Christmas. You're a superhero now, right?
Yeah.
Nick is in 2nd grade. His brother Chris in 3rd grade shows us his favorite gifts.
So, fishing rod and Aussie car.
The day after Christmas, armed with presents, Boynton Beach police officers came to check on this family that has fallen on hard times.
Oh my goodness!
I felt happy and excited.
Captured on camera, this moment shared between brothers in their collective lifetime, something their grandmother hopes will be a life lesson.
There are officers that care about children, and they take the time to show that they care about children.
A lesson coming to fruition as 9-year-old Chris has this message for those police officers.
To tell them I love them and thank you.
And Governor Rick Scott also tweeted out about the moment, saying, "Great work, Florida has the best law enforcement." Reporting live tonight in Boynton Beach, Vincent Crivelli, CBS 12 News on the CW 34.
Great story. Thanks, Vince. Next, a new sign of hope, the progress in a worldwide search giving a toddler in need a chance at life.
And Paul, one South Florida city was nearly 90 degrees today, but coming up, I'll tell you why it wasn't enough for a record.
All right, Aaron, and a fast food fight. What sparked this brawl? Whoa, and why the internet is cheering the employee on.
Next, Daily Mail TV.
Get out of my room!
Out of control teachers.
Get out now!
Caught on tape. Then revealed.
This can't possibly be happening.
New interviews. What you never knew about John Kennedy Jr.'s last days.
It's just heartbreaking.
Plus, the millionaire playboy dubbed the king of Instagram. Is he just objectifying women?
I guess I said the same thing about Hugh Hefner, right?
Next, Daily Mail TV.
Proud partner of the CBS 12 News Network, the one to turn to.
New video tonight showing the sheer terror in a woman's eyes the moment a man jumps over the counter of a hotel in Davie and puts that clerk in a chokehold. Police say the man walked into the Woodspring Suites just 3 days before Christmas. Look at this. And he held the woman, as you see, while ordering her to open the safe. After a struggle, the attacker then ran off. Tonight, though, police searching for that man. Well, a new sign of hope for a toddler from Miami in need of extremely rare blood. Tonight, a 4th match has been found for 2-year-old Zanib, who is battling an aggressive form of cancer. Now, thousands of donators have been tested, but of those, only 4 were a match. OneBlood's worldwide search for donors is a first of its kind, and so far, 2 people in the UK have matched, along with 2 here in the U.S. Zanib needs 10 donors, and the only people who are likely to be a match are of Pakistani, Indian, or Iranian descent. Well, they're called man's best friend, but for some, dogs mean much more than that. And in tonight's 10:15 Difference, reporter Megan O'Rourke found that families with kids with disabilities, well, their service dogs give them peace of mind and make their families complete.
Good boy. It's graduation day of 4 Paws for Ability, a nonprofit organization based in Xenia, Ohio that trains service dogs for kids with disabilities like autism and epilepsy, as well as disabled veterans living with PTSD. Today marks the end of more than a year and a half of training, preparing the pups for their new assignments and new homes.
It's kind of the end for us and the beginning for them.
Karen Shirk founded the organization.
Most of our families tell us that it really, in a lot of ways, saved their life and made such a huge impact. I had one family at the mall that said, now I know what a typical family feels like, because it gives them back so much.
I know.
Sit. Down. Roadkill. Roadkill.
Oh, good girl. After just a few days together, Jake Griffin and his new pup Holly already share a special bond. The 16-year-old Maryland teen has a severe form of epilepsy, causing seizures that can lead him to stop breathing.
I take a lot of pressure off me. Also have a wonderful companion.
Holly is Jake's 2nd service dog from 4 Paws. After 11 years of service, his first dog, Sienna, will be retiring but remain a part of the Griffin family. Dad Paul says having a canine companion has literally saved his son's life.
They're life-changing, quite frankly. One, they bring a lot of peace of mind for my wife and I. When he's sleeping with the dog, she'll alert, she'll bark if he has a seizure. I mean, we've almost lost him a couple times where he had seizures of the night and we didn't hear them, and by a fluke we happened to come in his room and he was not breathing and blue, and she can help us with that a great deal, obviously.
Oh, I live for today because this is what keeps me going. Seeing the relief on the parents' face and the joy on the children is really what each one of us work for.
A special day marking a new beginning and the moment the Griffin family grew by one and became complete.
The complete family. That's so nice. And if you'd like to learn more about 4 Paws for Ability and how you can help, all you need to do is go to 4pawsforability.org. Well, an argument over straws led to a violent encounter between a customer and a McDonald's employee. Wow, look at that. St. Petersburg police say the man grabbed the employee's shirt and then pulled her forward, and that's when she fought him off, just a few punches to the face. While leaving, police say the man kicked another employee, and shortly after that, well, the cops arrested him after he, get this, robbed a gas station. Don't be like this guy. That's the message from a California police department tonight who snapped a photo of that drunk driver hanging upside down, yes, upside down from the window of his truck. Police snapped the photo on Sunday after the man was involved in a hit-and-run crash. That man now facing DUI and hit-and-run charges. Caught on camera taking the love for his job to a new level. Look at this. The cell phone video shows the moment an American Airlines ground worker in Canada breaks it all down with his batons in the middle of the tarmac. That's right. Go back, go back, go back. The worker's goal was to cheer up a child crying on the plane he was directing. How about that? The 28-year-old says he felt a need to brighten that child's life. I have never seen that on the tarmac before, let me tell you.
No, how about that? Probably kept him warm, too, being in
Yeah, it's
Canada.
cold there in Canada, so he's like exercising at the same time, right?
Sure, how nice.
Well, you know, cold, hot, I still think we're on that same roller coaster that we've always been on, Erin.
Well, I think the nation is.
Oh,
the
that's
world
right. Not
is.
just us?
No, it's not just us. It's not just us. Look at this. Naples near 90 today, but although it was enough to tie the record set 72 years ago, not enough to break it, but that's okay because it's now today's date that goes down in the almanac as the one to beat. So you didn't suffer needlessly, Naples, or maybe you love the near 90 degrees today. Some people love it, some people hate it. Here's a look at your weather scorecard for West Palm Beach, topping out at 81. That did put us 6 degrees above the norm. We're typically at 75, but this cold front, our next weather maker, it's going to bring us back down to just about normal. Warm air has been with us because of our high pressure. That's been the dominant feature, brings on sinking air but rising temperatures. That is going to start to break down just when this cold front starts swinging through. Now, here's what it looks like as far as our future cast rain is concerned. By Friday evening now, we start to see some of that rain pushing through central and northern Florida. The cold air, of course, on the backside of this cold front. As it starts to progress its way through, come Saturday morning, we start to finally see it swing through South Florida, and we're not looking at a whole lot in the way of rain though, right? That's because the rain is going to fizzle out. We do have a chance for rain, slightly elevated. You'll see that coming up in just a bit, but it's really the cooler air I think will catch your attention. But it's still not one of those snap your head back kind of cold fronts. It will simply take our temperatures from the low 80s down to about normal. So let's first break down the rain for you. 20% chance Thursday, Friday, 30% for your Saturday. By Sunday, a 10% chance. So it's really Friday night into Saturday morning where we stand to pick up the best opportunity for some measurable rain from this front. But look at how our temperatures go from 83 Friday down to 77 Saturday. That's still above normal by 2 degrees. And then Sunday down to 75. The wind is also going to pick up as early as tomorrow between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Anywhere from about 10 to 15 mile per hour winds sustained. The gusts are going to be closer to 20 to 25 miles per hour throughout the course of our Thursday. And then by Friday, look at this, 3 p.m., nearly 30 mile per hour wind gusts expected across the coast from Vero Beach all the way down through West Palm Beach. 81 degrees tomorrow for West Palm Beach, still 6 above normal. In fact, most of us are going to be staying a good 5 to 10 degrees above average again tomorrow. That means 81 for Jupiter, 82 Palm Beach Gardens. We're talking Vero Beach at 85, 82 Fort Pierce, and 81 Okeechobee. Here's a look at the 7-day forecast where the weekend is always in view. We rebound pretty quickly back to the upper 70s Monday and Tuesday. The coolest overnight low will be Saturday night into Sunday with 58 degrees.
Nice rebound, Aaron. Thank you. After the break, with just a few clicks, thieves could change your lives. How they're using fake images and videos, all to take your money. An inappropriate video of yourself with a demand to hand over money, or else the clip that'll be sent to your family and friends. But wait, the video is not really you, but a very convincing fake. And that is a scheme that blackmailers are using to steal your money. Now, a victim told the Washington Post she found a video of her face digitally stitched onto the body of an adult film actress. Now, similar fakes are being used to threaten and intimidate people. Women are their own worst enemy, at least that is according to a new study claiming women don't know how to treat each other. The study found women often judge and think negatively towards gal pals that are more sexually active. It also found women are judgmental of other women's clothes and makeup compared to men. Women also say they're less likely to trust a girlfriend with their money. Well, you could soon control your devices with a simple hand gesture. Google's Project Soli is now one step closer to reality. Now, Google says that users will be able to press invisible buttons between the thumb and index fingers and then turn it into an invisible dial. The FCC just granted Google permission, saying the project would also be beneficial for those with mobility or speech impairments. The news doesn't stop here tonight. Straight ahead, a Hollywood power couple wants you to join their challenge, the healthy lifestyle they're recruiting fans for. That's next in the Entertainment Buzz. Something that should really go without saying, but Netflix is sending out a warning anyway. Don't walk around outdoors blindfolded. And that is what's trending in tonight's Entertainment Buzz. Netflix tweeting today asking people not to hurt themselves with the Bird Box Challenge. Now, in the film, characters wear blindfolds to avoid looking at mysterious creatures. The movie, though, it's fiction. But in the real world, people are taking to social media, posting videos of themselves and walking around blindfolded. A Hollywood power couple encouraging their fans to ring in the new year by switching to veganism. That's right, there they are, Beyonce and Jay-Z challenging fans to do away with meat products and to jump into the vegan lifestyle, saying we should stand up for our health and the health of the planet. And baby number 4 is on the way. Yes, Kanye West and Kim Kardashian West are expecting another child via surrogate. The stars have 3 children together. Their 1-year-old Chicago was also born via surrogate. New year, new fashion trend, but how in is the new style? Keep it here. We're going to show you next. Bizarre fashion trends. Look at this. Oversized backpacks are the new fad. Is that what it is, a backpack? And they're so big, you can actually fit a human in it. The brand CWF, called the Backpacker's Closet. Some say it's perfect for camping and storing clothes. You can get yours for about $240. That is, Aaron, if you're interested. I think it could be used, you know, if you go camping. If you don't like the person you're with, you could just put them in the backpack, right?
Well, I don't know about that. I was thinking maybe if you want to carry your big dog with you.
That's true.
I sometimes see people with their dogs when they're going for a hike in a backpack. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. 81 degrees for your Thursday. Remind me not to go camping with you, by the way.
I won't.
You're going to stick me in one of those. 83 for our Friday. Temperatures cooling to the mid-70s over the weekend. Just about 77 Saturday. That's our best chance for rain, too, at 30%.
Aaron, thank you. And thank you for joining us tonight. Join Liz Carantes for CBS 12 News at 11. Good night.